Audio Jungle.
Man fatally shot in St. Thomas police operation. A man was shot and killed by police in Whitehall, St. Thomas during an operation Tuesday morning. He has been identified as Franklin Hyman. The incident was captured by residents in a video now circulating on social media. The footage shows several members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF surrounding a house while a neighbor pleads for Hyman to come outside. Shortly after, gunshots are heard and then 4 cops are seen lifting a body and walking towards the police service vehicle. The St. Thomas police confirmed the incident but have not provided any further details. Pointing to an injustice, his mother, Shannon Johnson, said her son was a hard-working boy who was killed for nothing. He's a hard-working boy. Then come here last week Tuesday, search him, go over him yard, threaten his girlfriend to go home, cause it not go pretty. Then come back Thursday, carry him down, saying they're going to question him. They had him there for 5 days. I have to get a lawyer to take him out because when the CIB questioned him, nothing, she said. Me down at me yard this morning. Me see where the jeep come up from the ridge, go up to the road. By the time I run up there, they run me back. By the time I was down here, me hear the shot them. Them kill me pitney for nothing, nothing at all. Him no do nothing. Him a wake up this morning for go work, Johnson continued. She added, nothing can go so. Justice fi come in a them something ya. The boy no do nothing. They threaten him say them a go kill him and them come this morning and kill him. 20-year-old arrested after stabbing death of father. A 20-year-old man has been arrested by police for the murder of his father. Jerry Dixon, also known as OG of Goodwin Park, Kingston 4, was charged with murder following the stabbing death of his father, 53-year-old Sean Dixon, at his address, Price Lane, Kingston, on Saturday. Reports from the Kingston Central Police show that about 12:25 p.m., Jerry, who was armed with a knife, attacked his father while he was lying in his motor vehicle car at home. He then allegedly used the knife to inflict several wounds to the upper body of his father before escaping in the air on foot. Sean Dixon was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Jerry later turned himself into the police, where he was charged following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. A court date for him is being arranged. Policemen shot in full supermarket robbery in St. James. 2 men were shot during a shootout with assailants who attempted to rob a supermarket on Church Street in Montego Bay, St. James on Tuesday night. In a media release, the police information arm, the Jamaica Constabulary Communications Network (CCU), reported that 2 injuries were not life-threatening. It was reported that around 9:30, members of the St. James Beat Officer Patrol Division intercepted the armed robbery and a confrontation ensued. According to the CCU, at least 2 armed men, likely to be more, engaged officers firing on high-powered rifles and a handgun. 2 members of the team were shot and injured in the exchange. They were rushed to hospital. Reporters were informed that 1 officer was shot in the foot while the other sustained a gunshot wound to the shoulder. CCU indicated that the gunmen managed to escape, and it is currently unclear whether any of them were injured in the exchange. St. James Police are seeking the assistance of the potential witnesses to gather intelligence on the suspects' identities and whereabouts. Last night's incident comes 24 hours after another supermarket in Montego Bay was also targeted by gunmen on Monday night, raising fear of a surge of robberies targeting businesses in the city. The police confirmed the incident and indicated that the matter is being investigated. PNP to establish National Disability Fund, stated Golden. A National Disability Fund with specific allocations from the Consolidated Fund dedicated to financing initiatives to empower persons with disabilities will be established if the People's National Party (PNP) forms the government after the upcoming general election. Opposition leader Mark Golden, who has been close to persons with disabilities all his life, gave the commitment on Tuesday during his contribution to the 2025-2026 budget debate. These initiatives will include funding the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disability, greater support for the major organizations catering to each disability group, funding for assistive technologies for persons with disabilities, improving sidewalks for use by persons with disabilities, and supporting the education of persons with disabilities at the territorial level, Golden stated. He noted that while the World Health Organization estimates that approximately 16% of the country's population has some form of disability, less than 1% of the annual budget goes to addressing the needs of the community. Goldin argued that much more needs to be done to empower persons with disabilities to be fully included in all aspects of national life. With my family background, I am committed to making this happen. We must always remember that disability respects no one, so we must create a society that is fully inclusive of all our citizens, mindful that any of us can become disabled at any time, he noted. His father, the late Sir John Golding, founder of Mona Rehab, which was later renamed the Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center in 1996 after his death. The elder Golding was the pioneer of the Jamaica's only fully integrated rehabilitation center in response to the polio epidemic in the 1950s. St. John also founded the Hope Valley Experimental School as the only institution in Jamaica specifically dedicated to educating children with disabilities and able-bodied children together. Golding noted that he has been around persons with disabilities all his life, and he also extended congratulations to Jamaica's Special Olympics team on their return from Italy, where they won 3 gold medals, 2 silver, and 2 bronze. Jamaica is truly proud, he noted. Financial analyst says opposition leader Mark Golding should state how his vision to fix the country will be financed. Financial analyst Dennis Chalk says opposition leader Mark Golding's vision to fix the country was presented well during the budget debate, but he needs to state how the plans outlined will be financed. During the debate, Mr. Golding expressed concern that despite working hard, many Jamaicans are finding it difficult to make ends meet. He said the People's National Party is ready to be Jamaica's champion of change. The opposition leader announced that a PNP-led administration will tackle several issues relating to housing, infrastructure, health and crime, among others. Speaking with reporters, Mr. Chalk described Mr. Golding's vision as good. He noted, however, that Mr. Golding needs to outline how the measures will be financed.
The opposition leader did mention the things that need to be done in order to fix the country. So the overall vision of the things that need to be done is very good. He did mention quite a few things that are currently in play also by the government right now, which shows that there's an intention for continuity. He did mention the good efforts that are made in terms of reducing crime and also the need for improvement in the road maintenance, amongst other things. So those things are good. Fiscal discipline, I think, is going to be one of the most important things going forward because, as you're aware, that it's because we lacked the fiscal discipline before and we were trying to do all sorts of things that we ran into the problem within in 2013 and ran up a debt to GDP ratio of 161%. So what I found that was needed from the presentation was to outline the matter of the cost. Because a lot of those things we obviously want to do, but can we afford to do it, and also the timing of it? So are those things going to be done immediately, or are they going to be over a 5-year period, over a 10-year period? That would be my general observation of it. So I'm hoping that that information does come out because, just to say that, these are the things we intend to do is like someone telling you that they're going to go to the moon and come back. But how is it going to be funded, and when is it going to happen?
Another gun bust, 30 firearms, over 100 rounds of ammo seized at Kingston warehouse. A high-level police probe is underway to identify and apprehend those responsible for a shipment of 30 firearms and over 100 rounds of ammunition to Jamaica, which was seized on Tuesday. According to the police, the seizure took place at a warehouse on Marcus Coffee Drive in Kingston and was intercepted during security screening in a joint operation involving the Jamaica Customs Agency and the Firearms and Narcotics Investigations Division. The confiscated items are 24 pistols, 6 rifles, 32 magazines, and 102 rounds of ammunition. Senior Superintendent Samuel Blake, head of the division, stated that the police have intensified efforts with various stakeholders to disrupt the trafficking of weapons and illegal drugs in Jamaica. Every firearm seized is a victory for the JCF and Jamaica. We continue our relentless work to track down individuals seeking to undermine the JCF violence reduction efforts, Blake noted. We also continue to leverage our partnerships with international agencies to dismantle crime syndicates, he added. This is the second such seizure in recent months. On January 17, members of the division, in collaboration with Jamaica Customs, seized 66 firearms and 4,700 rounds of ammunition at Newport West in St. Andrew. A Jamaican-American man has been charged in connection with the seizure. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.